One day, you will die. One day, the last person that ever knew your existence will pass away. Every great thing you ever do will disappear. Every amazing thing you ever built will eventually fall apart. The very earth that you call home will be destroyed and disappear. And everything that we thought was important, everything that we thought was us, everything we thought was life will cease to exist. And yet, everything that we are, every atom in our body, will go on endlessly taking different forms, latching on to different things, becoming new energy and new forces for new things. And when you understand that, you can understand that this is how you came into the world. You were not born into the world. You were formed from it. Yes, you may have emerged from your mother's womb, but everything that was ever you, every bit of energy that has ever been part of your form, has existed in one form or another since the beginning of the universe. Birth is defined as the start of your life as a separate and individual person. You have never been separate. Just an ever-shifting and changing energy, always taking form. A wave in the cosmic ocean of life. That feeling you have of being separate and individual is nothing but a story, a fiction, a narrative based on your attachment to this identity, based on the idea that you are something rather than everything. But it's not real. Every pain, every sadness, every happiness, every joy, everything was a product of your attachment to this idea that was never true. The life you lived isn't as it appeared. Your memories are not memories. They're your mind trying to recreate the past, filling in the blanks, inventing and exaggerating, until what you remembered and what actually happened often become two very different things. And yet, this fiction that you use to connect the past to the present is then used in forming your sense of self. Who you are is nothing more than the things that you claim to be, the identity that you attach yourself to. That identity is often nothing more than the shifting and changing beliefs and experiences you give importance to. And thus, your identity can change. It can shift and form and become something new, and in that, you become something new. Then you attach yourself to this identity, and suddenly you're a different person. We've come to believe that this person we see in the mirror, this person that we engage the world with, is who we are. Some religions consider this form so important that it will determine your entire eternity. Heaven and hell based solely on this singular existence. And yet the truth is that death is simply the ceasing of conscious existence. It is only stopping your ability to identify as you. For nothing that is you, not a single atom, not a single electrical impulse that carried the thought of you, will ever truly cease to exist. All of that will carry on. When you begin to look beyond the idea of you as an individual person, when you begin to look beyond the belief of your own identity, even just setting aside the proposition that you are what you think you are for just a moment, there is something that you can truly find and appreciate. Something miraculous that happens in the stillness and silence that comes from letting go of your attachment to this identity, to this body. There is something that happens, and it happens to everyone who accidentally or purposely can let go of their sense of self, regardless of culture, religion, upbringing, or heritage, regardless of wealth or status in society, regardless of anything and everything that we think that matters in this existence. And that is that in the stillness and silence that goes beyond the mind, there is oneness. There is no distance or separation. There is no time or place. All just is, including you. The Chinese call it Tao. The Hindus call it Brahman. The Christian mystics believe that if God is to be infinite, then He is all things as well. And the scriptures say all are one under Christ. The Sufis in Islam, even facing abuse and restriction today, see Allah in all things and in themselves. There is the moment when you look beyond yourself, when you become the awareness of your thoughts, that you then realize that this existence that you're living has never been and will never be something separate from the universe. And the universe itself is only what it is in our minds, only taking shape and form for us as we see it and define it in this macro or microscopic levels, but only in our minds, only in how our brains see and experience the world. But all different types of animals see and experience the world differently. Some see light patterns and heat patterns that our eyes can't ever see. Others interpret the world through sound. Others through nerves alone without even a brain to guide them. The world is different for every living thing. People themselves can experience the exact same event and tell incredibly different stories. When you realize that all of these things that you count on to define as you, to make you the person that you are not what make you who you are, that your association with these thoughts about your identity, about this sense of self that you are so attached to, is nothing more than firing signals in the mind to better help you traverse the world in early stages of development, then you can come to the ability of seeing beyond those things, of going beyond your own mind, of going beyond any attachment to yourself. And in letting go of those things, you can embrace the truth of your existence, your place in the cosmic tapestry of the eternal now. You are not you. You were never you. You are the universe. You are life. You are creation. You are the infinite taking form and shape, perfect and complete. Hey, wait 1 second. I've got something big to share with you. Thanks for watching that video. If you made it this far, you hopefully enjoyed it. And if you enjoyed it, we put out one at least every other day. Hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification at the bottom of the video. And keep an eye out for the next video. Also, I'm building a community of people who want to transform their lives over a year. It's called the Cosmic Joke Challenge. If you want to find out what the Cosmic Joke Challenge is, you'll learn that and more in our 100% free Facebook group, which will be growing a library of content not available on YouTube. The link will be available in the description box below. Click it, join, and start transforming your life today.